everyone. Today I'll be exploring how the science of color goes beyond what we see, impacting how we feel and how we make decisions. By understanding the basic physics of light and how our eyes process different colors, we can see how color affects everything from our emotions to how industries like marketing and design use it to influence our behavior. Let's start with the physics behind color. Colors are actually just different wavelengths of light within the visible spectrum. For example, red has a longer wavelength, around 620 to 750 nanometers, while blue has a shorter wavelength, closer to 450 to 495 nanometers. When light interacts with objects, certain wavelengths are absorbed and others are reflected. The reflected wavelengths are what we perceive as color. This interaction between light and objects forms the foundation of how we see the world in color. To demonstrate this, if you shine white light through a prism, it breaks down into a spectrum of colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet, because the light is being separated based on its wavelength. So, colors we see are really a reflection of how light interacts with objects in our environment. Now, let's move to how the human eye processes these wavelengths. Inside our eyes, we have specialized cells called cones. These cones are sensitive to different ranges of wavelengths, with red cones being more sensitive to longer wavelengths, blue cones to shorter wavelengths, and green cones falling in between. This is known as trichromatic vision. When light enters the eye, it hits these cones, which send signals to the brain. Our brain then interprets these signals as specific colors. For example, when we see red, the longer wavelengths activate our red-sensitive cones. When we see blue, it's the shorter wavelengths activating the blue cones. This biological process forms the basis of how we perceive the world in color. The science of color doesn't just stop at vision, it also affects our emotions and psychological state. Studies have shown that different colors trigger various emotional and physiological responses. Warm colors like red and yellow tend to increase arousal, raise heart rates, and evoke feelings of excitement or urgency. This is why you'll often see red used in fast food restaurants or sale signs, as it grabs attention and creates a sense of urgency. On the other hand, cooler colors like blue and green have a calming effect. These colors tend to lower heart rates, making people feel more relaxed and at ease. This is why blue is a popular choice in hospitals or financial institutions, where trust and calmness are important. Understanding the science of color and how it influences emotion is critical in industries like marketing, design, and branding. In marketing, the science of color is applied to stimulate specific consumer responses. For example, fast food chains often use red and yellow to increase appetite and attention. The bright, warm colors create a sense of excitement and urgency, driving people to make quicker decisions. In contrast, financial institutions and tech companies use blue in their branding because it conveys trust and stability. The calming effect of blue helps to reduce stress and build a sense of reliability, which is essential for businesses that want to foster long-term relationships with their customers. In interior design, the interaction of light and color is crucial for creating specific atmospheres. Warm light enhances reds and oranges, making a room feel cozy, while cool light emphasizes blues and greens, creating a more open and calming environment. Designers use these scientific principles to evoke specific emotional responses, ensuring spaces feel exactly the way they intend, whether that's cozy, energizing, or tranquil. To sum up, the science of color starts with the basic physics of light and wavelengths, but it extends into human perception and emotional responses. Understanding how our eyes perceive color and how our brains react to it allows us to see why colors are so influential in everyday life, from marketing to interior design. By tapping into this knowledge, we can use color not only to enhance aesthetics, but also to shape how we feel and respond to the world around us. Thank you for your attention.